Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Gazer, where we talk everything Star Wars and more. Today, I wanted to go over a theory I was thinking about over the last few days. One of the things that I've been doing is I've been reading the novelization of Darth Plagueis by James Luceno. And if you don't know, the novel of Darth Plagueis leads up and mostly through the Phantom Menace, and it kind of gives a background to Darth Plagueis and mostly Palpatine. And I finished the book, and I decided to watch The Phantom Menace for obvious reasons. And as I'm watching The Phantom Menace, something struck me odd. And that something was this, and I'm going to pose it to you guys in a question and see what you think. Did Qui Gon Jin know that Padme was actually Queen Amidala? Now, before you say anything, and before you're like, no, he had no idea, a couple of things to consider. One, there are a couple times throughout the Phantom Menace that he makes some comments to her that would suggest that maybe he knew she was not just a handmaiden, that she was actually the queen. One of the things that he says to her is she's kind of getting upset at him for some of the ways he's going about things. And he tells her, and he looks her straight in the eye and says, "The queen trusts my judgment. Maybe you should too." One of the other things that he says to her is she's talking about, well, Padme's talking about, maybe we should, let the queen know. And Qui-Gon says, the queen doesn't need to know. And one of the last things that really caught my eye, and this kind of like, as I'm watching the movie, I hear those comments and I'm like, that's kind of interesting. And then something that really struck me is when they go back to Naboo, they're all trying to get, the Nabooians there are trying to get the Gungans to fight with them. And that's where Padme reveals herself to be Queen Amidala. And if you look at everyone was super surprised. Even Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, wait, what? But not Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn seems to have this look on his face like, yeah, I already knew that. It took you guys this long to figure it out. So do you think that Qui-Gon Jinn already knew that Padme was the queen? I think he did. I think that he had already known. As we know Qui-Gon, he relied on the Force a lot. I think even more so than a lot of his counterparts on the Jedi Council and a lot of his counterparts in the Jedi Order in general. And so because of that, I think he was able to be more attuned to the Force, and he's more attuned to deception and what's going on. And so that's my theory. I think that Qui-Gon Jinn in The Phantom Menace knew that Padme was actually Queen Amidala, not just a handmaiden. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you guys think that? Do you guys think that Qui-Gon Jinn knew? Or do you guys think that Qui-Gon Jinn was just as much in the dark as everybody else? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and send this video to anyone you know. May the Force be with you, always.